Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be providing a long-term market analysis update for Algorand. I'm going to be covering some very key levels of support and resistance. I'll talk about some moving averages I'm watching for, as well as the Algo Bitcoin ratio, which is going to be very important in my opinion to be watching out into the next few weeks as well as the next few months. So if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, by the way, feel free to check out our sponsors in the link in the description below. This channel is partnered with FTX.US. So in the last video, I talked a lot about the 100-day simple moving average, which on my chart is going to be this blue line. It takes the closing price of the last 100 days, averages it together and plots it right here. And one of the things that we discussed was how this has been a pretty strong area of resistance throughout the bear market going back to the beginning of the year. And if I just zoom out here all the way, you can see that when Algorand did fall back below this, we had a retest, flipping it into resistance on this move back in January. And then these moves in March as well as May came up pretty close to this valuation, but again, ultimately falling short, did not meet the 100-day average, instead forming lower highs and then continuing to reject down lower. And then we did have another retest right here in August. You can see that one was another rejection. We came back down, retested the support right around 28 cents. And then Algorand did have a move recently getting back above these moving averages. Now, what I really want to focus on is if I just zoom into the current price action, what's really interesting to me is the fact that Algorand did have that retest, but instead of actually bouncing off of it as support, you can see we actually fell right back below it. And now we are back once again below this moving averages. So this to me looks like a failed breakout, a deviation above this moving average, where on that retest, once again, we did not flip it into support, but rather we just fell right through it. So in the next few weeks, if Algorand does have another move back up to this level, look to see if we do have some sort of rejection or if we have another attempt at reclaiming it and then flipping it into support. And whatever happens from here, again, if we do reclaim it, that's going to be a very bullish sign. And as an illustration, that would look something like this, where we have another move back above it, instead retesting it, flipping it into support, and then trending from there, making a higher high. So that's the bullish scenario. The bearish scenario is if we do have a move back up, we just have a rejection, and then we head back down to this support around 28 cents. We also had a retest of the weekly moving average, and I'm going to switch over here to the weekly time frame and zoom out just to get that perspective. And we came right up into these two moving averages, which the green one is the 21 EMA, and then the red one is the 21 SMA. And I really like to use these moving averages for a lot of the altcoin videos because of how well altcoins respond and react to these moving averages. And for Algorand, you can see that, throughout the bear market, similar to the 100-day simple moving average, this area has held as resistance. So when we broke below them back in December of 2021, we did have that retest, flipping them into resistance on this move in January. And then you can see another move coming up right into this region. And ultimately, as of right now, it does appear that we are rejecting off of him and then turning lower. So today, these moving averages range from around 33 all the way up to 40 cents. So it's a pretty wide range. And that is the area that I do want to see Algorand start to reclaim and then flip back into support in confluence with the 100-day average to start being a little bit more bullish on this altcoin. Now, beyond that, if we can get back above both of those levels, the next resistance zone is coming in around 51 cents. Notice how that was the high back in February 2020. Very key rejection after being previous support back here in July of 2019. Now, if we continue to reject, similar to that move back in January we had, then I will watch this key level around 22, 23 cents as our support. I've got that marked in green. Notice how this was a very key pivot point back in October of 2020. This is where we turned around, started to pick back up, and then trend back up to new all-time highs. So now I'm going to cover the Algo Bitcoin ratio, and you can see that we came right up into this level, this very key level around 2100 satoshis being the previous high for May. That is where we have this rejection, this resistance. So look to see in the next few weeks if Algo Bitcoin can start to reclaim this. And it's going to be very important to see Algo Bitcoin start to have a little bit more positive structure because, again, this is showing us the opportunity cost of Algorand with respect to Bitcoin. And for me, I really do like to talk about the opportunity cost of altcoins because if you are investing in an altcoin, those dollars are not being invested in Bitcoin. So it's very key to consider how they perform with respect to Bitcoin. And again, I can't get bullish on this pair until Algo Bitcoin does reclaim this previous high back in May, starts to form higher highs and higher lows. So that is sort of what we're dealing with. If we have a continued move lower, I'm going to be looking at this support around 1200 satoshis. That was the area we held back in June. as well as previous support back in December of 2020. So I hope you guys did enjoy the content and the analysis. By the way, make sure to check out our sponsors in the link in the description below. This channel is partnered with FTX.us. If you sign up through my referral link in the description below or through my referral code SNOWYCRYPTO, you can get a 5% discount on exchange fees over at FTX.us. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.